Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Pitt County where a man is now facing charges after warrants show he sped away from a traffic stop in Pitt County. Now according to those warrants, 37-year-old Daniel Johnson was arrested Tuesday by the Pitt County Sheriff's Office. Now, warrants show that a sergeant with the Sheriff's Office was attempting to stop Johnson for having fictitious tags. A chase then began with Johnson driving 15 miles per hour over the speed limit. Now, warrants show Johnson caused damage at multiple properties during the chase, including at a Dollar General, a Belvoir Corner stop, Holly Hill Original Free Will Baptist Church, and the property of Billy Peden. According to warrants, the Pitt County man caused over $1,000 worth of damage. Johnson was arrested and charged with flee and elude arrest with a motor vehicle, fictitious and altered title, registration card or tag, driving while license revoked, and 4 counts of injury to real property. He's being held at the Pitt County Detention Center under no bond. And now we want to turn our attention to Pope Leo as he is celebrating his first Christmas as Pope. NBC's Molly Hunter has more.
As Pope Leo XIV prepares to celebrate his first Christmas as leader of the Roman Catholic Church, the crowds in St. Peter's Square have been massive, especially on the final weekend before Christmas. Blessing tiny baby Jesus figurines, but mostly emphasizing hope, his theme this season. With hope, we come to light. Hope is generative, he said this week. This is true strength. It is evil that generates nothing. In the first 8 months of his pontificate, the 70-year-old American Pope has been busy. And it's been a smooth transition, says Chicago Cardinal Supich, who's known Leo for years.
It looks like he was, came out of central casting, made for the job. He just seemed to fit in and take the role almost naturally.
Speaking with NBC News outside of Castel Gandolfo last month, Leo encouraged Americans of all faiths to give thanks.
To recognize that we all have received so many gifts. First and foremost, the gift of life, the gift of faith, the gift of the unity.
That same week, embarking on his first international trip to Turkey and Lebanon, finding his diplomatic footing, speaking out about immigration and Gaza, hosting Ukrainian President Zelensky, and criticizing President Trump's disregard for his long-standing European allies.
The remarks that are made about Europe, also in interviews recently, I think are trying to break apart what I think needs to be a very important alliance today and in the future.
All the while putting on a show of festive cheer this month.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Including a concert with Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé, your Italian is wonderful. Thank you so much.
And an opportunity for our own Carson Daly to meet Leo. At the Vatican, there was the lighting of the tree and nativity scene in St. Peter's Square, meeting the youngest of nativity actors. And at Christmas, Cardinal Supich says Leo will likely return to that theme of hope.
So I imagine he's going to really drill down in the message of hope. It's a year of hope. Which we need in the world today because there are so many reasons to be discouraged.
And again, that was Molly Hunter reporting. We now turn to your weather forecast. Everything is looking beautiful and sunny outside right now, but it is not going to be staying completely sunny throughout the entire Christmas holiday. In fact, we've got a better opportunity for rain coming in tomorrow than previously anticipated. Right now, we've got 64 degrees in Greenville, northerly breeze at 5 miles an hour and sunny skies overhead, but cloud cover will gradually roll in from the northwest later on tonight. Those clouds will eventually, bring about some raindrops with them. So it's not just going to, again, be a little bit more of a gray Christmas. We are likely, again, going to be seeing some spots of green on the radar picture at times tomorrow. Now, should be fairly light showers, not really seeing anything that resembles any sort of heavy downpours or thunderstorms. Of course, as I say that, you can see we've got a little spot downpour just south of Edenton over kind of the south side of the Albemarle Sound over Washington County. That, again, is the outlier. The rest of it, again, looks very light and moderate. We're really not going expect to see a lot of rain tomorrow, but we will certainly see a few showers rolling across the east. This is just too much green to completely ignore. Right now, I've given it about a 30, maybe up to a 40% chance of rain for your Christmas day. Coming up on Friday, day after Christmas, seeing again some lingering showers. But again, still very light and less than a 50% chance. Now, air temperatures currently reading in the low to mid 60s throughout most of eastern North Carolina, except for those of you watching along the Outer Banks. That's where we are seeing a little bit more of a cooler temperature profile early on this morning. 54 degrees in Hatteras, 57 in Manteo. The rest of the east, at least the rest of the east reporting stations right now, are at or above the 60-degree mark. Humidity is also up, and that's what's going to help aid that weakened system to present eastern North Carolina with that opportunity for raindrops. It's that area of low pressure you're seeing back towards Iowa there, and the warm front specifically attached to it that's going to be sending some of those raindrops into the east tomorrow. Not today, but coming up for tomorrow. If you've got any outdoor stuff you want to do tomorrow, do understand that it will come with that opportunity for a few showers. There's Friday morning. Everything across eastern North Carolina looks gray, yes, but we've got some raindrops off to our west that are going to be needing to work their way eastward. So there is still that opportunity for a few showers on Friday. Going to be gone by Saturday, though. After those Friday showers are out of the east, we're looking at high pressure building, and that will help carry air temperatures right on back up into the upper 60s, getting close to 70 degrees on both Saturday as well as Sunday. Saturday going to be far sunnier than, of course, what we're going to see on Sunday. As Sunday, we're tracking another cold front moving into the east that will knock air temperatures down significantly from Sunday into Monday, almost seeing a 20-degree drop. Right now, we've got it at 18-degree difference between Sunday's high and Monday's high. But it's not just that. It's the fact that we drop again coming up from Monday into Tuesday, drop an additional 12 degrees that will essentially make the fall from Sunday to Tuesday a 30-degree difference over a 48-hour period. Classic eastern North Carolina weather in that, you know, you wait long enough, you're going to get an entirely new season within a couple of days. That's pretty much what we're going to be experiencing here as we make our way through the next 8 days. Above average today, above average tomorrow, a little closer to normal on Friday, above average over the weekend, and then well below average through next week as we wrap up 2025 and head towards 2026. Well, that's all we have time for today's 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic Christmas Eve.